Marshall and Jeremy Hershberg from Love Island US broke up. Who was your favorite couple on season 3 of Love Island US? I think many people would agree that Jailey was their favorite. After the finale, there was even speculation on whether the votes were actually counted correctly, because fans were so upset that they didn't win. We had high hopes for them to win, and to make it through to lasting love too. But unfortunately, their relationship has since ended. Super sad. Let's look back on their time at Love Island to see if we can spot what went wrong. If you don't watch, and you're missing out if you don't, Love Island is a TV show that airs once a week and has quickly become one of the most popular reality shows on TV. A blend between Survivor and The Bachelor, Bachelorette, contestants arrive on an island single and need to match up with another person to survive and avoid getting voted off the show. They live in close quarters and are cut off from the rest of the world during their time on air. With pairs continuously breaking up and dating someone new, the audience is left curious about what will happen next and who will end up together. It's a fun show to watch and speculate on who will last and who won't. It's also interesting to note that the contestants have no idea how the show might be portraying them and what the public thinks of them until they're off of the show. Talk about a surprise once they get back into the real world. So let's talk about Jeremy and Bailey. Jeremy Hershberg is a New York City-based personal trainer. On the other hand, Bailey works as a marketing intern and lives across the US in Portland, Oregon. Jeremy began the show coupling up with a few different contestants before landing on Bailey. This earned him the reputation of being a bit of a Grim Reaper character, as many of the women he dated before Bailey were sent home soon after dating him. In the finale, Jeremy says, "I did not think that I would make it this far, but I feel like every girl I was coupled up with helped shape my experience in here, and also helped me become a better person." What a diplomatic guy. As Jeremy started to show interest in Bailey on the show, she decided to give him a chance. Viewers loved to see the way he opened up to her, and ultimately, they came in 3rd place on the show. About what initially attracted her to Jeremy on the show, Bailey says, "We just got along so easy from the start. I think I was really surprised by how sarcastic he was. And I'm really sarcastic too, and I didn't expect anyone to be like that in the villa, so it was kind of nice right away. And yeah, it was just super easy for us to get along. We've never had any hiccups or even small disagreements, which is crazy because we're around each other 24/7. Jeremy agreed. I mean, ever since our first date in there, we just kind of had this little sarcastic banter and humor about us. It just helped us get along really well, and not have to deal with any problems or issues. We just kind of got to know each other more, our family, our background, all those things. It's kind of like we were just to dive into that." So, what happened? Apparently there were some red flags from the start. Before it was time for Brittany to cut off all access to the outside world, who had seen the people Bailey was about to meet by watching the show before Brittany was a contestant, told her specifically not to go for Jeremy. Bailey says, "My mom literally told me, do not go for Jeremy. He's not fun or exciting or anything." Wow! It sounds like once Bailey got to know Jeremy, his personality was able to shine, and their love connection on the show seemed genuine. But moms always know best. During one of the exit interviews after the show concluded, the two pointed out that they are very aware that they live on opposite sides of the country, but are open to pursuing their relationship. So it sounds like neither one wanted to uproot their life to go to live in another city, and that could have been a big part in why they ultimately decided to split. Bailey took to her Instagram to explain that she did expect to grow her relationship outside of the villa with Jeremy, but that once she attended the cast reunion in New York City, she realized that that was no longer the case. She explained, "He seemed very distant. I could just tell that his feelings had changed. And he ended up telling me that he did have feelings for someone else. And while I was very hurt at first, at the end of the day, I can't fault him for his feelings." As a result, Jeremy and Bailey are remaining as friends, and are no longer in a romantic relationship. At this time, Jeremy has not commented on their breakup or explained his side of the story. He has been active on social media, but none of the posts have anything to do with Bailey. So fans are curious, who's the girl who has stolen Jeremy's heart? From the looks of things, he has been hanging out with other fellow Love Island co-stars. 1 week ago, he made an Instagram post of him and Olivia on the show, who eventually won the season with Corey, sparking fan speculation and discussion on if Olivia and Corey are still together, or did they leave their prospective partners for one another. That would be quite the controversy. Judging by Jeremy's comment on the picture, Auntie, he isn't giving us much information. What do you think? Were you a fan of Jeremy and Bailey as partners? Or do you think they're better off as friends? Personally, we were sad to see them split, but of course, wish them all the best.